Starting your news tonight at 5, this community has waited more than a decade to hear from Jimmy Martin in the murder case of NBA star Lorenzen Wright. Martin testified in court today. As the state's key witness, Martin described chilling new details of what he says happened moments before Wright was killed in 2010. His testimony further implicated the man on trial, which is Billy Ray Turner. But the defense wasted no time challenging Martin's credibility. Here's Brad Broders.
Friday, witness Jimmy Martin testified about a secret he says was revealed by Shara Wright, the ex-wife of Memphis basketball star Lorenzen Wright, in July 2010.
He said the plan of the murder of Lorenzen had went through.
The murder of Lorenzen had happened?
Yeah.
On the stand, Martin described never-before-heard details about the final moments of Lorenzen Wright's life. Martin said Shara confessed to him that she and Billy Turner, now on trial, lured Lorenzen into a wooded area in southeast Memphis under the false promise of an exchange of money. But instead, Martin testified the two ambushed and killed the former Memphis Grizzly and Tiger.
I mean, she said a lot of things, but just in memory is that Lorenzen had his back to him. They started chasing him. They started firing at him, chasing him. He jumped through the fence. He was jumping like a deer. They caught him when he fell.
Did she say whether or not she had a gun?
Yes, sir.
Did she say whether or not Billy had a gun?
Yes, sir. She said both of them had guns.
Did she say whether or not both of them fired?
She said both of them fired.
Martin also said on the stand he helped Shara Wright and Turner clean up the crime scene and throw away evidence. Martin said in court he later traveled with Turner to this Walnut, Mississippi lake to dispose of one of the murder weapons.
Billy got the pistol out the trunk, fouled off the ceiling on it, and threw it into the lake.
And where were you when this was happening?
I was right there beside him.
In cross-examination, Turner's defense attorney pointed out inconsistencies in Martin's 2012 statements under oath to investigators and what he told the jury this week. That included his description of being with Turner in a botched murder attempt at Lorenzen Wright's Atlanta condo in June 2010.
You remember how you described when you went in there at that time on that day, you said you didn't have a gun. Remember that?
Yes, sir.
And you also said that you didn't really go in, that it was just Billy that went in. You remember that?
No, sir.
You don't remember saying you stopped at the window, you didn't go into the interior of the apartment and walk around? You don't remember that?
No, sir.
Martin said he didn't tell authorities of his role in cleaning up the crime scene since he was already in legal trouble on an unrelated case. In downtown Memphis, I'm Brad Broders.
Conversation we had at the bench was very tense to start to indicate that you're questioning the integrity of this court. Will not stand for it. When I rule on something, I ruled. If you disagree with my rulings with superior to the state of Tennessee, that's what the Court of Criminal Appeals is for. That's what the Tennessee Supreme Court is for. But I would not have lawyers being disrespectful to this court in front of a jury. And what you did was disrespectful.
A heated day in court, not only for testimony. Judge Lee Coffey was upset about comments from defense attorney John Keith Perry. As Perry questioned Jimmy Martin, the defense team and prosecutors had a short meeting with the judge. It wasn't clear what specifically was discussed, but after it wrapped, Judge Coffey, without the jury present, said that what Perry was implying would implicate that the judge had not been fair in a ruling he made. Now, as we continue to follow this trial, we will have updates on ABC24.com.